What if I told you that a home security camera recorded a dog standing completely still in the living room, eyes locked on empty air, for nearly 4 minutes? No intruder, no noise, just a faint glow from the kitchen light and the wall clock turning to 2:22 a.m. The family only reviewed the footage because the dog vanished the next morning. The doors were still locked, no sign of escape, but the water bowl was knocked over, and the rug had been dragged across the floor. As if something had pulled it. They searched every room, no blood, no paw prints, no forced entry. But when they played the camera footage again, they saw the dog turn its head like it heard something. It shivered, then stared into that same blank space. 2:22 a.m., a 4-minute stare, and after that, no one ever saw it again. The story begins in early 2021, in a quiet suburban neighborhood outside Grand Rapids, Michigan. The Daniels family had only been living there for a few months. A young married couple, no children, just one dog. A border collie named Murphy, energetic, loyal, always waiting by the window when they came home from work. They installed indoor security cameras, not because of crime, but to check in on Murphy while they were out. The system worked well, cloud connected, motion activated, and then, on the night of Tuesday, March 16th, the camera clicked on at exactly 2:22 a.m. Not because of a burglar, not because of noise, but because Murphy was staring into an empty part of the living room. No barking, no growling, just staring. Body rigid. The footage lasted 4 minutes. No movement, no sound. After that, Murphy stepped backward, just once. His tail dropped, ears flattened, as if he was being scolded or threatened. The next morning, the Daniels couldn't find him. The front door was locked, all windows shut, no sign of forced entry. Only one thing made them uneasy when re-watching the video. Before 2:22, Murphy had been asleep on the rug. But exactly as the clock ticked to 2:22, he jolted awake, as if hearing something no human ear could catch. The Daniels searched the entire house. No scratch marks, no hair on the furniture, no sounds during the night. Nothing. They even checked under the bed, in the attic, the basement, behind the washing machine. Still nothing. But they did notice the food bowl had been flipped, upside down, and the living room rug had been pulled about 3 feet toward the far wall. A corner Murphy had never even approached before. They weren't imagining it. And when they went through the security logs, they found something stranger. From 2:21:48 to 2:22:03, the house Wi-Fi dropped briefly, only for 15 seconds. Just long enough for the cloud camera service to stop uploading. Just long enough for the footage to black out. After that brief glitch, Murphy was already standing up, already staring. No noise, no shapes, just that same corner of the room. And then they found something beneath the table nearby. A tiny thread, dark and fibrous, coarse, like no fabric in the house. They took it to a local vet out of desperation. The result? Not animal fur, not synthetic fiber. Looks like collagen weave, almost like hide, but not from any species we recognize. 3 weeks after the disappearance, the Daniels still had no answers. They printed flyers, contacted animal shelters, even replaced the cameras, though by then they had already moved to another house. They couldn't stay in the old one, not after that night. But then, on April 10th, an email arrived, sent to the address listed on the missing dog flyers. No subject, no message, just a single video file attached. Duration, 41 seconds. It was surveillance footage from an apartment hallway, 20 miles away. The angle was tilted slightly, low res but steady. At second 12, a dog that looked exactly like Murphy walks into the frame but doesn't enter the hallway. It just stands at the edge, staring toward a dark corner where no one is visible, no movement, no barking. Then the screen shudders, like a magnetic disturbance, and a faint shadow slides across the floor, low and thick, like smoke crawling forward. Murphy, or whatever that was, takes one step backward, still staring. Then the clip cuts to black at second 41. The Daniels gave the file to police. Investigators attempted to trace the sender, but the return message was automatic. Account does not exist. Server error 550. No such user. The file name of the video? 2_22am scene.mp4. Why was it named 2:22am scene? Who recorded that hallway? Why send it to the Daniels and no one else? And most importantly, how did they know the exact time Murphy disappeared? The family uploaded the clip anonymously to a paranormal investigation forum. One reply simply said, "It happens in patterns." Another user posted a frame grab from Iceland, dated 2017. A house cat standing completely still in a kitchen. Time, 2:22 a.m. Same posture, same stare. Another post showed a young girl, barefoot in a bedroom, staring at a wall. Video length, 41 seconds. Some said it was just a coincidence, but a veterinary neurologist on the forum disagreed. If it were neurological, you'd see twitching or spasms. But these animals aren't afraid. They're not panicking. They're just listening, like they've been called by something we can't hear. What is happening at 2:22 a.m.? Why does video always glitch for just a few seconds? And why do only the animals react? Murphy was never found. The video sender was never traced, and after that one email, nothing else came. The Daniels family stopped speaking publicly, but the husband, he never stopped watching. He set an alarm for 2:20 a.m. every night, just in case. In a short interview, he whispered, "I don't think Murphy was taken. I think he was called, and I'm scared that someday we'll be called too." Online forums began compiling similar cases. Iceland, Ohio, Indonesia, Sweden. Always the same time, 2:22 a.m., always the same length, 41 seconds, always the same expression, not fear, not confusion, but attention. One theory suggests it's a frequency, something from outside our spectrum of hearing, something that connects through living creatures. Another suggests Murphy isn't gone, just no longer part of this world in the way we understand. Or maybe Murphy is still standing in a room somewhere, still staring, still waiting for the next 2:22. There are tapes no one can explain. There are glances that mean nothing until they're the last thing you ever see. Murphy is just one of dozens, maybe hundreds, not missing, just taken differently. If you've ever noticed something strange in your home security footage, a pet staring into nothing, a shadow you can't place, or a Wi-Fi drop at 2:22 a.m., check again. And this time, don't just watch the dog. Watch the empty space it's staring into. If you want to hear more stories like this, unsolved, unexplained, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and leave a comment. What do you think happens at 2:22 a.m.? Would you dare rewind your own footage tonight?